Welcome to Web Development with Elm. My name is Eduard Kyvenko. I'm a front-end developer with focus on functional programming, the primary maintainer of Create Elm App, and the early adopter of Elm. Let's have a look into the course. In section number 1, I'm going to be talking about the basics of application development with Elm. That's going to be syntax, data types, data structures. I'm going to show you how to use Elm's module system, and also you're going to learn how to use Elm for rendering a static application with HTML. In section number 2, I'm going to be talking about the Elm Architecture, which is the most important concept for building an interactive experience with Elm. You're going to learn how to build a full-blown app that performs all of the actions that single-page apps normally do, such as server communication or user input handling. In section number 3, I'm going to give you the introduction to the most important tooling you're going to have to use as an Elm developer. You're going to learn how to test your functionality with Elm Test, how to use Elm Package Manager for automatic semantic versioning, which is super cool. And in the final video, I'm going to introduce you to Elm CSS, which enables you to write type-safe CSS. And in section number 4, I'm going to be talking about the advanced stuff, such as business logic encapsulation in your modules, and gonna get the idea of how you can control the messages in your app more precisely. And the final video, I'm gonna show you how to make the rendering performance optimizations in Elm. So there are 3 main goals for this course. I really want to teach you to use Elm for single page application development, and for that you're going to need to get a practical introduction to the Elm architecture, which is the most important idea baked into the Elm. There are many JavaScript libraries based on the Elm architecture or inspired by it, such as Redux and alternatives of Redux for other frameworks than React. And it's very simple, but you have to understand how it works, and when you get that, you're going to be able to build very rich applications. Also, I want to teach you what kind of tooling is available to you and how to use that tooling. The most important stuff, testing for just regular stuff for publishing packages, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So there are a few prerequisites for this course. You're gonna obviously have to get some kind of editor. You can use pretty much any editor, but for this course I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code. With Elm support for Visual Studio Code and Elm format, which I'm going to introduce you to in section 3. So this is an optional thing. Also, obviously, you're going to need the latest stable version of Node, because we're going to be using Create Elm App, which is built in JavaScript. It's a tool that helps you with the onboarding process. It packages all of the most important tooling that is needed for building the first app with Elm. So grab a Visual Studio Code, Elm format optionally, and let's start hacking.